Happy Monday. Oh my goodness. I toyed with whether or not to do the live stream tonight because we are hitting the road tomorrow for 3 weeks, driving across the country, and there's a lot of packing to do and preparing, and I'm a little anxious, but I feel like hanging out with some people and singing songs will help. So that's why I'm here. This is me working on my anxiety. Oh my goodness. Thanks for hanging out with me. I do this every Monday, and, we're going to be on the road for the next couple of weeks. So I don't think I'll be able to do it next week. So I had to make sure I was here tonight. And my goodness, if you know me and you tune in regularly or hear me play live, you probably have heard me complain about my really frustrating sleep anxiety, which always seems to occur on nights when I desperately need to sleep, like last night. So I didn't sleep last night. And that's what this song is about. I wrote this song when I hadn't slept. So I'm going to start with this. And if you have any requests tonight, put them in the comments. I love song requests, especially if I know them. It's super convenient that way. I haven't slept in days. I can't escape my mind. When the sun gets low, that's when I know it's gonna be night. Racing thoughts by, I can't close my eyes. When the sun goes down, I hit the ground and say it's gonna be night. When it rains, I look to the water. Please don't leave me now. I lay and wait for the thunder to pull me down, pull me down. You think I see you, I pretend it's true. When the sun gets high, it's my time to do what the living do. Waking sleep is this, I barely exist. When the sun gets high, that's my time to live a little bit. When it rains, I look to the water to wash my thoughts away. I lay and wait for the thunder and better days, better days. Give me teacher, give me oil. I've not already tried. Give me drink that will not spoil. Something's broken inside. I haven't slept in days. I can't escape my mind. When the sun gets low, that's when I know it's gonna be night. Yeah, when the sun gets low, that's when I know it's gonna be night. thank you. I think that we all need someone in our lives to tell us that we are enough, just as we are. So thank you. Does anybody or has anybody watched Nashville? I know that I'm late to the game. I know that this program is Veronica. Hi. I know that Nashville is like at least 10 years old, but I just started watching it. And there was this episode today where Connie Britton's character, I don't want to ruin the show for anybody, but like it's 10 years old. I guess the spoilers have been had. So Connie Britton's character, she's a famous singer, and she gets into a car accident and she has to be intubated. And so anyway, when she comes out of the hospital and she's home, she's lost her singing voice. And she said something today like, I don't know if I'm ever going to sing again. And who am I if I cannot sing? And that's something I think about all the time because my identity and feelings of self-worth are so intertwined with this that I just don't know what I would do if all of a sudden I couldn't sing or play. So having someone say just you are enough is really helpful. So thank you, Ken. I know that was a long soliloquy about that, but so for those of you who don't know, hitting the road tomorrow with my husband and my 3-year-old. And we are driving from Massachusetts to Austin, Texas. I'm going to be recording with Walt Wilkins. If you don't know who Walt Wilkins is and you like what I do, or you like other singer-songwriters, you must do yourself a favor and listen to his stuff. What an amazing songwriter, but also human, like a really giving human. My favorite Walt Wilkins song is called Trains I Missed. You should go look that one up. It is my driving jam. But anyway, originally I had 5 dates out in the Southwest I was going to go perform, but that's like not very many shows to drive all the way across the country for. So I decided to record with Walt on the way, and I was just going to do 2 songs. And he said to me, if you're going to be in the studio, why not just do 4? And then I was like, cool, yeah, let's do 4. Great idea. And then I did what I do, and now it's going to be 6. That happened with my album too. Like it was going to be just a 5-song EP, and then it was like 20 songs, and then I realized I'm not Taylor Swift, and we cut it back. I just write too many songs. But I had a meeting with Walt today to try to narrow down which songs we're going to do, and did we have a heck of a time because I just have too many songs. So tonight I'm going to kind of like iron out with you all what I think are going to be the definites that we're going to record, but I would love your input. And all of these also are on my Patreon. So if I made this a clickable link, if you become a patron, you get to hear all my demos. Some of them are good, some of them are not good, but you get to hear the demos and the stories behind the songwriting. And I look for inspiration from people. Like my friend Brian McCloskey had a prompt one week. He said, write us a song about baking bread. So I did that, which I think is really a cool collaborative process. So anyway, I would love to have you join me on my Patreon. It's the way we fund these ventures, because let me tell you, driving across the country isn't cheap. Neither is recording. Anyway, I don't want to be all sales pitchy on you tonight. I just want to hang out. So this one, I wrote this at the end of February, and a thing that I always battle with is my childhood home and wanting to go back home. And I can't, because my childhood home was auctioned as we stood in the driveway. It is gone. So that's always a thing that's you find it a lot in my songwriting. But then I was also thinking about the one real lifelong friend that I have. Hi, Chris. Hi. She and I have been friends since 8th grade. And, we fell out of touch. But she's one of those friends that, like, when my dad died, there she was. I hadn't spoken to her in 10 years, but she was at my dad's funeral. And when I was having my son, she showed up with, like, all kinds of tips. And she's just such a great friend. And so anyway, this song is kind of thinking about, like, it's interesting what time does to us. Trevor, hello. Time is such a thief, and you don't even realize it's thieving until you're like, whoa, where did 10 years go? And where's my friend? And so I was thinking about her and what it was like, as a kid, you just feel invincible and like you can do anything. And then all of a sudden you're 30 and you're like, what? So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about this tune. I had sent Walt like 15 song options, and this was the first one he really liked. Trevor, you are my Spotify hero. Credit where credit is due, y'all. Spotify hero. That would have been a really cool segue to mention that I have a new song coming out on Friday. And the thing I'm trying to do with this one is to get you all and people in general to create playlists with the song on it and other songs that touch its genre. And I'm trying to come up with a contesty thing I could do with it, but I'm not that creative. All right, song. Here we go. Crossing my fingers, I've capoed the right fret here. I don't think I've played this on a Monday night yet, but let me know if you have heard it before and I'm just crazy. What did time do? I don't see you anymore, but I have the scars to tell the stories of our youth. We ran the world, our glory days were yet to come. We could be anything, we could be better than we came from. I was so scared of leaving when the time had come. My granddad sitting on the same porch like he'd always done. Hometown son, down the winding road I used to know. But I'm standing here alone, you can never go home again. You can only see the ghost of it. Here is the church where we learned the love the Savior brings. But I never felt believing was in my blood. Here is the school where we learned the brutal things. People love you one day and then they go away. It don't matter how your heart sings. I was so scared of leaving when the time had come. Like my granddad sitting on the same porch like he'd always done. Hometown son, down the winding road I used to know. But I'm standing here alone, you can never go home again. You can only see the ghost of it. And here is the door I used to make my escape. There are voices inside and I wanna die, 'cause I don't see one familiar face. You can never go home again. You can only see the ghost of it. Thank you, Trevor. Is it weird if I talk with reverb? Somebody tell me if it's weird if I talk with reverb, and then I'm just going to turn it on and leave it. If it doesn't sound weird. But hey, thank you. I'm glad you liked that. Thank you, Colette. So yeah, I'm just, if you're just tuning in, I am heading into the studio, driving from Massachusetts to Texas, and we leave tomorrow, and still trying to like really solidify which songs to record. The goal that I've had, I talk a lot about songwriting and my songwriting process on here. And for years and years, I would just kind of like play some chords, sing something, and whatever words came out of my mouth, like that was the song. And I realized how arrogant that was because, a lot of thought goes into songs and it's okay to edit yourself. So the most important thing for me with these new songs is that they be songs that tell the story without me having to spell out what the song is about, if that makes sense. So here's one, although I like talking about what this song's about. And Ken likes this one. So Ken, you'll be happy to know that this is a very, very big contender to be recorded. So my husband, it's an interesting thing. For years he flew for work, like he flew to Korea and all over the world, was fine. And then one time he flew to Colorado and there was turbulence, and from that point on, he's just had incredible fear of flying. And when our son was first born, if you're a mom, you'll understand this. Like you just always have the baby, right? It's just always there. And my son, I wouldn't say he's colicky, but he just really was only happy with mama. So the first time we were going on a plane, I was so excited because I'm like, oh my gosh, my husband will hold the baby and give me a break in the plane, and I can just relax in the plane and enjoy the flight and read my book. And don't you know that didn't happen because my husband was just too anxious. And so that's what inspired this song is my husband's fear of flying and me deciding it was an old girlfriend's fault because he had been flying to see an old girlfriend in Colorado. So I blame her for this. But really, it could be about any love gone awry because we all do crazy things for love. Oh my gosh, I should tell you about this. So I don't know if this is going to be interesting. I'll give it a whirl. So I play this folk festival a lot, and I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but I play it a lot. And I had the biggest... Je parle un peu de français. I speak the tiniest bit of French. I used to be better at it. But there was this French-Canadian musician playing at the festival too, and my gosh, I was just like so into him. And we developed this friendship over Facebook. And he was going to France, and he said, hey, you should come visit me in France. Now, we had only ever spent time together like one time in person for 10 minutes. The rest of this was just on Facebook. And I was, at this point in my life, I'm like, you know what? Throw caution to the wind. I'm going to go to France. And so I bought my plane ticket. This was like 6 months ahead of when I was supposed to go. Bought my plane ticket, and I bought my plane ticket in September. September. And then he stopped talking to me for months. But I still had the plane ticket. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Like, it was a big expense for me. It was really not well thought out. And as we got closer and closer, I'm like, oh my God, like, he doesn't talk to me anymore, and I don't want to seem pathetic. Like, do I just go anyway and prove that I'm a real, like, independent woman? Meanwhile, my grandmother was around 90 and a very nervous Nellie. And she kept saying to me, Gracie, don't go. Don't go. Gracie, don't go. And another side note is that I had purchased insurance for this flight. And then, so I had decided I was just going to go because I didn't want to waste the ticket, and the insurance only covers things if some catastrophic things happens in your life. And so I was getting ready to just like go to France by myself, and then my grandma died. Just like a week before I was supposed to go. And so I got my money back because the insurance covered a death in the family. And I feel like my grandma like put her foot down. and I know this might sound macabre, but my grandma at this point in her life was always just like, any day now. Like she was just done. And I just think it's so poetic because she really didn't want me to go to France. And so she timed that. Anyway, that's not about this song. This song is just about the crazy things that we human beings will do for love. might not know it to look at me, but I'm as soft as they come. I wear my heart out on my sleeve and watch me come undone. Woman, you found me broken and searching for a home, a fortune I followed you to Colorado. You leave me breathless and I can't stand no more. You take your shoes off, so free and fearless. I wonder if I should have known. It's best to let you roam. The Rocky Mountains I could see for the first time from above. The plane was shaking, I was thinking, oh, what we do for love. Woman, I should have listened. What a tremulous way to start. A fortune I followed you to Colorado. You leave me breathless and I can't stand no more. You take your shoes off, so free and fearless. I wonder if I should have known. It's best to let you roam. Cautious steps like I was taking before you came to my door would leave me safe. I never know about life and loss and light and love and losing Colorado. You leave me breathless, I can't stand no more. You take your shoes off, so free and fearless. I wonder if I should have known. It's best to let you Thank you, Colette. Thank you. So today I had a big adventure. My son, all right, my son is 3, and his favorite thing to do is run. And he woke up this morning, got him out of the crib, and he was singing a song. He was just going, what was he doing? Open the door, open the door, open the door, run, 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 open the door, run, 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 run. He just kept singing this throughout the whole morning. And then my mom is 80, and she was here to mother's help for me. And so anyway, I'm sitting there holding him, and he's singing the song again, run, 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 open the door, run. Okay, I'm only half paying attention because my mom is in charge at this point, and I go back to my work, and all of a sudden, the door opens, and psh, he was gone. And it was like, oh yeah, he was telling me his plan. He wrote a song about how he's just going to open the door and run, 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 run. And that dude is fast. Let me tell you, I run. I'm not fast. I'm not fast in sneakers. But today I was wearing Crocs. And I don't know if you know that I broke my leg walking one time. It was a big deal for me to like chase him in these Crocs. And I saved my son. And I felt like such a hero. I guess that's the end of that story. That's all. That was my big adventure today. The boy is such a hoot, though. We live on 40 acres of cranberry bogs. So, and we're kind of in the woods. So he's not used to cars coming and busy roads. He just, Colette, yes, I will. I will be at the New Bedford Folk Festival this year. Absolutely. Oh, I'm so excited. Please come and say hello. So yeah, he just doesn't know the danger of roads yet. And and the thing that he loves to do when he's running on the cranberry bogs is run from fireballs and zombies. So the whole time he's like, "Come on, Mama, run with me. We got to run the zombies. The fireballs are coming." It's great exercise. But he's fast. It just blows my mind how fast a tiny little 3-year-old can be. I think I'm going to play you an old song. So old that I need the notebook that it came from. So while I peruse this, Trevor, what is that image? Oh, it's a zombie. Yes. This is my son's passion in life, run from zombies. And I don't even know how he's aware of zombies because we watch Mr. Rogers. There are no zombies in Mr. Rogers. This is gonna be a challenge here, finding the lyrics to this song. But I did want to share also some new merch that I got in today. You know what's crazy? There it is. I put Post-it notes on the side and like messily labeled them so I can see where the songs are, but my book is a little bit worn in. Okay, so I'm going to show you this first thing because I love it, and I'm just so excited because I designed this myself. It's a sweatshirt. There we go. Sweatshirt with a painting that Lisa Bastoni made. She hand-painted me a lyric video for 3 songs off my last album. And so I was just proud of myself because I don't know if you can tell that my logo is on the book that Alice is reading. I put that there myself. But anyway, these are available on my website if you like sweatshirts and Alice and hand-painted graphics. Isn't it cool? Comes in a bunch of different colors. Yeah, I think it's super cute too. Lisa Bastoni is an amazing songwriter and artist, and each of the lyric videos she painted for me has a completely different vibe to it. And fun fact about Lisa, her grandparents designed the original interior, I believe it was of Epcot at Disney World. They were super famous artists as well. After the live stream, I can look up their name and share it with you because it's just so cool. Thank you, Veronica. Yes, graphic design can be my next career. Okay. I feel like Denise, hi. Yes, Lisa's awesome. So I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I have a relatively clean-cut image. And I have had this really clean-cut image for my entire life, with the exception of the 6 months in 7th grade when I didn't smile and I had really short hair that was blue and spiky and I wore dog collars. That was my rebellious phase. But other than those 6 months, I've always had this really clean-cut image to the point where, I didn't do anything particularly naughty, but, I was a teenager. And, in high school, parents would tell their kids that they couldn't go out and do things unless I was there. And it was on the one hand, cool that everybody trusted me that much. But on the other hand, it was just nobody thinks I have any edge. I have an edge. I really, really do. Kind of. sort of. But my whole life, I've had this clean cut thing, and you know, like I'll curse, and people would look at me and be like, oh, "You said an F word?" I'm like, yeah. And I remember, like, my big moment of rebellion and showing that I had a little bit of edge was in, I think, my junior or senior year of high school. I was performing at like a high school event, and as you know, I tell stories about my songs, and I try to make people laugh. And I said something like this song is about how boys suck. I mean, I was a teenage girl. I still think it's a little bit funny. This woman came up to me afterwards. She said, "Grace, I cannot believe that you would say that." And I was just like, oh, please think I'm good again. Anyway. Oh, Trevor, that's really funny. I'm going to share that. Look, St. Patrick's Day joke. That's awesome. I love that. So anyway, this song is called Puritan, but it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek. Also, this is a love song. Got the hands of an angel, and I am your God. You pull me over and over again in a new direction. My hands are tied, I am just aching for you to come home. You bring me over again, and I can't stop running. But I'm puritanical, maybe just straight-laced, 'cause I can look at you and keep a straight face while it's true. No one can love me like you. Senses so sensitive, I am your pawn. You play the game like a gentleman, hiding your worst intentions. My tongue is tied, I can't beg you to let me come down. You take me over and over again, puritanical, maybe just straight-laced, 'cause I can look at you and keep a straight face while it's true. No one can love me, but my mama told me a man will show you his worth by the way that he carries the weight of the world. Sweating back, breaking, give you the means to come home. When you walk in, my hands will be waiting to hold you up. But I'm puritanical, maybe just straight-laced, 'cause I can look at you and keep a straight face while it's true. No one can love me like you. Like you. That song is really fun to play because now mind you, that song is old. That's from October 2019. that is almost the same age as my son. But anyway, the demo of it, I had banjo in it and some really cool vocal layers. I really enjoyed writing and noodling around with that one. And it was just making me think about, like, I mentioned to you that I have an edge, like I totally do. But I do. I worked at a Renaissance fair. Have you ever been to a Renaissance fair? I mean, you have to have an edge to work at a Renaissance fair. And I was all in. I was passionate about the Renaissance. Although I wasn't one of the people that had to be instructed to bathe. That was a whole thing. I would love to know if any of the rest of you have worked at or regularly attended a Ren fair. It's just, it's a very, I miss it, actually. It's almost like if you were in drama club in high school, it's kind of like that, but in corsets. Okay, I'm going to show you another cool thing that I got. Also addicted to orange seltzer. So good. Okay, got the sweatshirt, super cozy. Okay, now this one, so this song I didn't really promote very much, but I love the song. I love the message of it, but I really love the graphic. Let's see. Paula Mayu designed this, and can you see? She drew that. So I think that's really cute. And I just noticed it even has the logo on the back. So that's really cute too. Yeah, Paula does a really amazing graphic design. It's all hand drawn as well. Okay, I'm going to give you another new one, I think. And just one more little plug to say that I have a song coming out on Friday on all streaming platforms. So if you don't already follow me on your preferred streaming platform, it makes a huge difference to build those numbers. I was just trying to reach my lyric book. But then also, I need folks to put the new song into playlists of comparable artists and songs. Yeah, and I think I'm going to do a little contest with that. So if you make a playlist with my new song in it, and I still have to iron out the details, so I'll take any suggestions you may have. But I'm thinking that if people put the song in a playlist and then screenshot it or send me a link, then I'll put those names into a hat to maybe win one of these merch items. That's my idea. Okay, this song I really love. I wrote this one just a couple of days ago. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, you saw the graphic. And I capo here. So here's what happens to me. And if anybody else struggles with insomnia, I'd be really interested to know if this happens to you too. But when I can't sleep lately, it's not even like that I'm laying there thinking, I can't sleep. It's that I get songs stuck in my head, or my brain just thinks about things, like inane things, and I cannot stop it from thinking about inane things. And last night I couldn't sleep at all. But it was because my brain just kept singing this song all night. And I was like, damn it, why did I write that song? No, I'm glad I wrote this song. So this song was inspired by antiques, which I have a lot of antiques. Too many antiques. I inherited everything from all of my grandparents. And the house that my grandfather grew up in, now he was born in 1916, and the house that he was born into is like 3 rooms. It's a teeny tiny little thing. And in my hometown, it's called the Railroad House. And because it's right on the railroad tracks, like a couple of feet from the railroad tracks, because it originally had been for a rail worker. So anyway, this itty bitty little house. And when my great-grandparents passed away in 1954, they left the house to my aunt, who didn't live around here. And so it's just been left exactly as it was when my great-grandparents died in 1954. It's a time capsule. It's really, really amazing. And inside of there, it's at the point where like people break into it. So sometimes I get to sneak a peek. And inside of it, it's just all their old stuff. It's amazing. And my great-grandmother was a pianist for silent movies. So her piano is there. and her piano stool, which is this really cool Victorian. It looks like a chair, and it's got like claw feet with these little globes in the bottom of them. And then the seat of it is a corkscrew, she was really short. She was like 4'9". I am also short. So these piano benches or chairs, they have a corkscrew so that if you're short, it can, raise up and down. Most piano benches don't do that. At least the ones I have don't do that. So anyway, I was thinking about how all of these antiques, and you look at antique cars that still run, and it's just so amazing the craftsmanship that went into things. Like, they were built to last because people didn't have money to be wasting, so just make it well, And I was thinking about how things nowadays aren't necessarily built to last like that. I guess plastic never breaks down, but but it sure can crack, and I was trying to find to draw a comparison between antiques that last forever and they're really sturdy, and people's souls. And not in a foofy, like, ghosty type way, but in the sense that, people, at least in my family, mental health and emotions were not addressed. Like, you just suck it up. That's just, like, you're sad, too bad, suck it up. And you'll hear a lot of people, at least I do, not going to say my mom, but like people of her generation talking about kids these days being too emotional and blah, 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 as if that's a bad thing. And I just think it's super healthy for us to talk about our feelings, and not to go on a tirade here, but that's kind of where this song started, was trying to draw a comparison between antiques that last forever and human hearts that don't. Susan's saying that I've never said that word, Susan. Obsolescence is built into everything. It's kind of true. I love old stuff too. Yeah, things aren't built to last anymore. Okay, I'm gonna give this a try. I love this song so much, and I'm just so worried I'm not gonna do it justice. I need this. Yeah. My great grandma's chair still standing, dusty thing but proud. Her piano's strings still singing, out of tune but loud. 100 years living, and it still wants more. block t-shirt. Thought I was tough till I knew what it meant to hurt. And my granddad stood there stoic as a wall. I wonder if he felt pain at all. Oh, of course he did. He was just a little kid back when we don't talk about it. This old house has seen its share of hearts broke on the floor. It will be here after I'm gone, opening its doors. 100 years and it still wants more. Baby, modern hearts aren't meant to last. We just hold on till we're past the pain it brings. Yeah, we're all just broken things. I really like ending on that chord. I don't know if that's what the ending will be in the studio because, you know, that chord leaves you a little bit like hanging on the edge. Oh, Colette, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to turn my reverb off. Colette was just saying that my grandparents would be proud, and that's like all I want. I think my grandparents and my parents, as with many of us, didn't really have anything given to them in life. They had to work real hard for the things they had, and what they had wasn't much. And mental health played into it and all sorts of things. And so I've put this burden on myself to like vindicate them in my life, just to like, and not necessarily financially, but just like in my living and just being happy. And so all that to say, thank you for thinking that my grandparents would be proud, because that's what motivates me every day. Them and wanting to give my son a good example of how you can live a happy life. I'm not going to cry tonight. That's not my plan. I'm not doing it. But I do have a song on this theme. I wish this was more flattering. Okay, there we go. And this kind of ties into the new song that's coming out Friday, because so many of us have spent our lives wishing our lives were something else. The whole grass is always greener thing. And social media, love-hate relationship here, it doesn't help, because we all are just putting up the best versions of ourselves. Or like, I've done this, like somebody breaks your heart, or you break up with somebody and you want to like put really great pictures up on social media so they think you're just having a ball. And and I've fallen victim to the jealousy thing, like looking at other people's lives and how beautiful they are, how well put together they are, and without thinking to myself, hey, why don't you stop and look around you and like, your life is amazing, So that's what inspired this song. And then the new one that's coming out on Friday really is just about the fact that, you can look at other people's lives through the window, whether that window be social media or like we did in the old days when you actually like look at people, but you're never getting a full picture. And I can't even tell you how many times I've thought to myself, oh, those people have it all together. They're perfect, blah, 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 blah. And then the next thing you know, like they're going through a divorce and they're actually miserable, and you just never know. And so the song Friday, I'm going to show you this cool thing before I play my next song. It's called Window Watching. It's about that very thing. And Paula Mayu, who designed that last shirt that I showed you, did the single art for this one. And I just feel like she hit the nail on the head. Because how many of us just like sit there on our phones looking, depressed where we are and thinking, those people who have posted, their life is perfect. Look at the sunshine. Or my favorite is when people in the summertime like go to the beach or a pool and they'll send you a picture of their toenails and just be like, #poolside. Anyway, so if you like this or you want to support the song, you can buy these on my website too. It's a very sturdy tote bag. Okay, so this song is just about appreciating your life as it stands. Because as Ken said earlier, you are enough. Catch myself sometimes wondering what if I had walked a different highway. Would it be bliss or would I miss this? And I ask the tough questions. Be better still if I had more in my pocket or just a bigger cup to fill. I wonder until everything slows down before me and I have time to think, and I just start now. Thank you, Steve. Everybody's got their demons, and mine floating in my head. That I'm a walking failure. Made my bed, I gotta lie in it. Then everything slows down before me, and I have time to think. So I breathe in, I breathe out, and take stock of everything I'm seeing. I've lived too long without appreciating the life I'm living somehow. And I'll start Speaking of appreciating where you are now, I noticed I'm a novice gardener. By gardening, I mean I dig holes and I put bulbs in them. And my crocuses are coming up, and there's still snow on the ground here. And I know a crocus is a sturdy flower, but I'm a little bit sad because they're going to be blooming when I'm not here, and the crocus is my favorite flower. Does anybody else have crocuses? Croci? Croci blooming yet? Oh, Colette, I loved that. Married 49 years this June. Ah, yeah. It's so important. My friend and I were visiting yesterday, and she had a sign in her dining room that said, "These are the good old days." And it's such a simple thing, and I'm sure like that's on every sign in TJ Maxx. But in that moment, it meant a lot to me because I'm like, that's so true. Like you're gonna look back and like wish you had your 3-year-old back someday. So just be in the moment, appreciate the moment as it comes. Oh man, I'm so glad that you've all hung out with me tonight. I feel like I've got time for one more tune before I've got to put my little dude to bed. And he demands many, many books. He likes to read books. And then his other stalling tactic is sing a song, Mama. And so we've been singing Clementine. You know Clementine? Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine. It's the most depressing song in the world. And I'm singing it to him, and I got to the verse where it's like, ruby lips above the water, blowing bubbles soft and fine. But alas, I was no swimmer, so I lost my Clementine. And my 3-year-old little old soul looked at me with tears in his eyes. He said, Clementine is lost. It's really, those songs are really dark. I wanted to, St. Patrick's Day is this week, which is my one of my favorite days because I love Irish music and I don't have to explain it to anybody on St. Patrick's Day. I can just love my Irish music. So I've taught my son Whiskey in the Jar. He calls it the Daddy-O song. But you know what? I'm gonna play an Irish song. That's what I think I'll do. I'm gonna cross my fingers on this one that I remember all the words. Oh, Peggy Gordon, you are my darling. Come sit you down upon my knee and tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee. I'm so in love that I can't deny it. My heart lays smothered in my breast, but it's not for you to let the world know. A troubled mind can know no rest. I wish I was in a lonesome valley where womankind cannot be found, where little birds sing upon the branches, and every moment a different sound. I put my head to a cask of brandy. It was my fancy, I do declare. For when I'm drinking, I'm always thinking and wishing Peggy Gordon I do sing original songs too. Yeah, that was actually the only non-original song I've done so far tonight. And I do this every Monday night. Usually I have a guest, another songwriter, and we swap songs. But tonight I don't, because I'm getting ready to go on tour tomorrow. So if any of you are in New Mexico, specifically near Las Cruces or Alamogordo, I have 2 house concerts in that area. And then on the 28th, I'm singing in St. George, Utah with Lindy Butler and Lacey Williams. Tickets are available for that. And then I'm going to Tucson to play at Monterey Court, opening for Don Armstrong. No, Steve, that's okay. You can go back. You can always look later. But I'm going to close with an original song, so don't you fret. And then I'm closing it all out at the Tucson Folk Festival. So if you're in any of those states, I would love to see you in person. And if you're not in any of those states, I will be traveling to other states this year. I'm actually looking for, in November, I've got some shows in Maryland. And so I'm looking for a couple more things in the Maryland, Virginia area. So if you are interested in hosting a house concert and you live in that area, you could PM me. Steve, you're in Ireland. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. I have my sights set on Ireland. I actually am working on some UK tour dates for 2023, so I could put Ireland in that mix too, if you know anyone who wants to host a house concert. My friend Jessie Terry tours in Europe all the time and loves it. Here I am playing Peggy Gordon in Ireland. Speaking of Irish music, because that is my heart and soul, the other song that I've been loving singing for my son before bedtime, let's see. Oh, believe me, if all those endearing young charms which I gaze on so fondly today. Does anybody know this? Were to fade by tomorrow and fleet in my arms, oh, like fairy gifts floating away. Thou would still be as dear as this moment thou art. Let thy loveliness fade as it will. And above the dear ruin, each wish of my heart would entwine itself verdantly still. I love those lyrics. I've been singing that to my son since he was an infant, hoping that he would just pick up some big words. And lo and behold, he does have big words. His best big word is that when he wants to watch a show on TV, he doesn't say he wants to watch a show. He says, Mama, I want to watch a program, because he's 80. Anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. Any requests? I've been babbling so long that I didn't even think about what song I should close with here. And now, I'm just like, do I even know songs? I'm sure that I do. I'll give this one a whirl. Unless someone pops in with a request, and then I will do that. So one last sales pitch. I don't like sales pitches, but I feel like I should. If you dig my music and you go to my website, I get signed CDs. I know people don't actually listen to CDs anymore, but an autographed one's really cool. And then this is my big thing, because I got a new song coming out Friday. So once again, if you use Spotify or other streaming services where you can create playlists, I'm going to do a giveaway. It might even be for this tote bag. Anybody who creates a playlist with my new song in it and sends me a link to that playlist, I'm going to put your name in to win a tote bag. And this is the single art for that. Unless someone can think of a cooler prize, because I like prizes. If that's a better prize idea, you let me know. Okie dokie. The devil's got me, is all you can say. When you've been at it again, some small atonement is all you can give. More flowers dipped in jam. eyes, so rich on your breath. God, the wine must flow. I come home dirty from the lengths that you go to make sure Mama don't know. But then you're like a 1, 2, 3, 4, standing up and off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, put the bottle down low, didn't cover it up and let everybody know. Put the bottle down low. Who put the storm in the back of your head, running from thunder, hiding under your bed? Oh, who put the storm in your head? Who put the bottle down? I tuck you in like a baby, take your shoes off, like you say this is the last time. This is the last time. And you let everybody know. Put the bottle down low. Put the storm in the back of your head, running from thunder, hiding under your bed. Oh, who put the storm in your head? Who put the bottle down? Hey, I've had the best time hanging out with you tonight. I'm no longer anxious about my trip because I really was earlier. So listen, if you like what I do and you want to get all the info in real time as it happens, sign up for my mailing list. I've got a link at the top there. Steve, oh, thank you so much for hanging out, and hopefully I can get my butt to Ireland. And I'd love to see you on another Monday. Have a great night. So yeah, sign up for the mailing list. I'm going to be updating everybody with tour stuff. When you first sign up from the mailing list, you get free things. So I'd love to have you do that. Oh, Colette, I'm so glad you hung out with me tonight. And I love to see you in person at New Bedford. And Ken, always, I know I get to see you in person. Ken and I became friends on this live stream. Whenever I started it. When did I start this live stream? A year ago? 2 years ago? And it's just, that's why I love doing this, because I have friends now because of it. It's really cool. And I'm going to see Ken in person in Austin next week. So anyway, yeah, signing up for the mailing list, stay in touch. Also, another option is to become a patron for like $3 a month. So that's like less than a cup of Starbucks coffee a month. You get to hear all my song demos as I write them. You get to help participate in choosing the songs that I record on my next album and my next EP. You get to give me song ideas. And then I'm going to... Oh, Susan, yes, please post crocus pictures for me because I love the croci. And I'm going to be keeping like a tour diary on my Patreon. So that's another really great way to support indie artists. Or make playlists. So many ways that we can hang out more. And I'm just really excited that I get to share music with you. This is the best way to spend one's time, other than gazing upon my 3-year-old son, who is the cutest thing in the whole wide world. So yeah, I'll be posting. Please follow along, comment, give us support, because Massachusetts to I think the furthest away we're going is Arizona. That's a long drive, guys. Especially with a 3-year-old. No, but we're really, really excited, and I'm just so pumped to get out of my house and on the road and singing more songs and meeting more people. I'm talking a lot, I know. I'm having a hard time wrapping up here. Ken and I met in November 2020 on this live stream. That's how long we've been friends. What was I saying? Yeah. Oh, Denise, thank you for tonight. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, what I was going to say was I'm not sure I'll be able to do a live stream next Monday, and definitely not the one after, because I'm performing the one after, and next Monday I'll be in the studio with Walt Wilkins. So I might if I can find a way to do something live, I will. But otherwise, I will see you for sure here live on April 11th. And I think I have a really, really cool guest for you that night. So please don't be a stranger. Stay in touch. Have a wonderful night. Mark, hello. Just as I was signing off, but I'm glad I got to say hello to you.